Check us out on Patreon, guys, where we're giving you the entire year now for $10.08. Over 100 videos worth of content for $10.08.
8 cents is just such a slap in the face.
Like 84 cents a month, I think is what it comes out to.
I haven't seen 84 cents in 15 years. Ever since penny candy.
So check us out on Patreon, guys. Hope to see you there.
The entire year.
What's up, guys? Your boys are back. I'm Ryan, my man, George.
What's shit, guys? How y'all living out there? Man, shout out to the free thinkers,
man. So we got to get to Nas, man.
You know we have
one of the OGs, triple OGs. What would you say, George?
One of my Mount Rushmore
I knew that
guys, man. On my Mount
but
Rushmore.
I think that's
greatest
like,
ever. One of the greatest.
I don't think that's disputed, though. I don't think anybody can dispute that.
Yeah, man. You know you can make come on. It's hard to make an argument against him not being on there for a lot of different reasons. So this is one of the GOATs, man, and it's a pleasure for us to kind of knock this one out. We chose Full Circle because this one seems to be the one that's moving a little bit. You guys requested Full Circle. I think, what was the other one? I think the one with
Anderson .Paak,
Big Sean. We've seen a few requests for that. A lot of you guys want us to do the full album, and just can't do the full album right now. But we at least wanted to touch a song off of an album from one of the Kings. Yeah. King's Disease is the name of the album. Came out on the 21st, it looks like.
Yes, sir.
So we're late, as usual, but fuck it. It's Nas, man. Nas is,
eternal.
He's eternal.
Yeah, man. It don't matter when you drop that shit.
Yeah. All right, man. Let's get into it, though, man. And this is a firm reunion with Nas and Cormega, AZ, Foxy Brown. I don't know where Nature's at. Shout out to Nature, wherever you are. Shout out to Nature. Let's get into it, though. Nas, Full Circle.
She back got me.
Hey, yo, Hit Boy, man. I need to roll up some of that Fonto you got, man. I be seeing you smoking.
You got that 90s logo.
How that IE weather.
That's good home cooking right there. That's good home cooking. This whole sound. It ain't even dropped yet.
Tilted brim like G.o.a.t talking. Prior listener, my prior women had no remorse. When they tried to end them, no discourse, no discussion. I'm all alone. And all the people with the big hats on went home. So what you gonna do now, G.o.a.t? Your bottom left you. It's up to me and you, G.o.a.t. Through introspection, you ain't G.o.a.t, you Nas. And my heart ain't cold as it was. And I go through multiple love triangles over and...
Oh, man. I was grooving, man. You stopped it.
We had to. Thank you. Who's on the beat? Hit Boy? Okay. Makes sense. Hit Boy on the beat. That's kind of what I was worried about going into listening to this joint, man. I've been very, very, very let down. And I know Nas has this sort of this reputation for having bad beats, even though Nas has some of the greatest beats ever.
It ain't no reputation.
But he does. Some of the greatest beats ever come from Nas. But I understand because some of his last few efforts have been rough for me beat-wise.
Yeah, man.
The Kanye album, it was a failure, man. Let's just call it what it was. And then and even the Lost Tapes too, man. There was some struggles beat-wise on that too. So I was a little iffy coming into this, man, on just the beat selection from Nas. But so far I like this. It has an old school, Ryan was saying this, an old school 90s feel. Even the dude singing sounds like an old school 90s dude. Even the note he hit was old school 90s.
Yep. And it has that, I said it was like home cooking. It's home to us because we can identify with that kind of sound. We grew up listening to that. So I'm glad that since this is kind of hopefully it's a reunion for the firm and Nas going forward, they can kind of maybe make some other projects. Or I guess it could be like the final hoorah. This could be like a farewell reunion, but I hope it's not that. I hope they can kind of come back and do some other things. But with all that being said,
sometimes that depends on the response too. Like if they like the shit, then we'll go ahead and try to make a mixtape. If they think it's trash, then hey, see y'all later.
Yeah, but I love this.
Nas will be the one saying see you later.
Yeah. So, but I'm glad that they chose that old school feel because I think that's what we love them for. So I love that, man. But
Nas flow wise came in. I mean, we're gonna absorb the lyrics, of course, in a little bit, but I wanted to catch the beat and feel how Nas came on his flow wise, and it's just vintage so far. So digging it. Let's get back to it.
Tilted brim like G.o.a.t talking. Prior listener, my prior women had no remorse. When they tried to end them, no discourse, no discussion. I'm all alone. And all the people with the big hats on went home. So what you gonna do now, G.o.a.t? Your bottom left you. It's up to me and you, G.o.a.t. Through introspection, you ain't G.o.a.t, you Nas. And my heart ain't cold as it was. And I go through multiple love triangles over and over enough. I talk to my boxing trainer. He's my logic explainer. Conversations through our combinations. He told me stick and move. And different rules apply to different women. Some women's into licking women. Some women's independent. Some women want brothers who educated. Some women want business leather seats that are perforated. Some do malevolent snake shit. Yeah, you can miss me with that fake shit.
Dialogue superb, flies cars on the curb. Word, when I evolved, a higher guard
I
emerged.
can't wait to get
Yeah.
we gonna bring that back, but I can't wait
He was
to get
going
the
in
AZ,
already,
though.
boy. That was like no breaks too,
Yeah.
because usually you would hear the chorus come in or whatever,
Yeah.
but they like nah, keep that shit moving.
Yeah, yeah. I can't wait to get the AZ. I always love AZ. He actually had a joint, I want to say maybe about 5 months ago that he put out that I thought was really dope.
Okay.
And of course, it's just Nas and AZ, just hearing them together. You know what that is. You know how many classes they put out. So Nas started this off, man. He said, tilted brim like g.o.a.t talking. Prior listening, so I think that's a reference to the Mac, right? Richard Pryor
Yeah.
was in the Mac.
Yep.
g.o.a.t is the Mac, a pimp, a player, whatever you want to call it. And he said, my prior women had no remorse when they tried to end on no discourse. So it just seems like to me that Nas is almost looking at himself as looking at the old Nas.
Yep.
Yeah, like he used to be a player. He adopted these archaic player ideologies, and he realized maybe that wasn't the way to go, because he said his bottom left him.
Yep.
Right, his bottom woman is pimp slang for saying that the woman that held him down, that kind of helped him through some shit, left him because of
Throughout all of his player ways, so
Yep.
to speak, because he had multiple women, right? He said that, but the bottom left him. That was the one that he probably cared the most about and left. And he was like, so what you gonna do now, g.o.a.t? I'm not g.o.a.t, I'm Nas, right?
Right.
Through introspection, I think he really realized that this is stupid, this is dumb. And then he had no one else to depend on, because he said, all the big hats is gone.
All the pimps is gone.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So the pimping is done at this point in my life. And I look back at my life now, like, man, what was it all worth?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What was it all
Exactly.
worth? And then he went into that boxing
trainer.
training combination, right? He was like, he's my logic explainer. And he told me to stick and move, right? Boxer, stick and move, but stick and move through different women, which probably wasn't the best advice.
yeah, I
at the
was
time.
listening to that. I was listening, I don't know.
Right? You know what I'm saying?
But I love the reflection, right? The
Yeah.
reflection in this, and him saying the song's is named Full Circle. So I think Nas is coming full circle, and he's
Yep.
reflecting on his old ways with women, realizing that maybe this sort of pimp, this miseducation, this pimp mindset probably isn't the right way of thinking. You know what I mean? And it can lead to you being all alone. So that's at least what I feel
Yeah,
like we're getting out of
absolutely,
it.
absolutely.
And I love him. And again, Nas is what? And he's in his 40s now.
Mm-hmm.
He's accomplished, and I love that. I think that's what we want from artists like this. We want to see growth.
Yes,
You know what
sir.
I mean? Not just musically, but growth in who they are as people. You know
There
what I
you
mean?
go.
He's not the dude staring out the project window in the streets like that anymore, right?
Exactly.
So love that, man. Let's keep it going.
Some do malevolent snake shit. Yeah, you can miss me with that
Peace,
fake
gang.
shit.
Dialogue superb, flies cars on the curb. Word, when I evolved, a higher guard emerged, reserved, more subtle. Come from the stress and the struggle. Young then, obsessed in the bubble about it. Took advantage if a woman allowed it. Wanted to foul it, some would say I was childish. Money driven, mischievous, I perceived it as living. Gifts and ribbons, any kisses on the lips were forbidden. I was on it. She curried and shorty was cornered. No worries for the naughty, it was high performance, or was it really? The games that I was playing was silly. Similar to them days when I was packing that millie, it could've killed me. Caution never crossing my mind, she calling crime. Me, I'm more concerned why she ain't falling in line. Was bugging. Grew a lot since they said I was stubborn. Guess it's real, even players need loving. When you enamored by female companions, there's no standards. What you hit and it's twisted dynamics, that's the damage. Reflecting no first impressions. What she expecting? Why when men don't follow directions? It's deception.
I was intrigued by fine women. I realized some would drop.
Yeah, bro.
No breaks.
We gonna have to stop that, though.
No breaks. When you're enamored by female companions, there's no standards. Once you hit it and switch the dynamics, that's the damage.
That was tough.
So once you hit, right, because you're enamored by, oh man, this girl, she looks great. She got this, she got that, her different attributes. You're like, man, I'm about to get up in there, but that's all you're looking for. Then you leave. Here comes the damage, right? You don't see that come full circle until later on.
Until later on in life.
That was dope, man.
But the dynamics are switched, right?
Yep.
It's like, now I have the control. Now I've gotten what I wanted out of you, and now I'm in control of this situation. And he realized that, right?
Yep.
Throughout this entire verse, he realized, he said, I was silly. He said the games that I was playing was silly. You mentioned girls being curvy and she was cornering them, and it was like a game to him, right?
Yep.
It was like the chase. And once the chase is over, I kind of dispose of them like
we
the trash.
I think we could all identify with that back in our youth years, back in the day.
You stomping around a little bit.
You know?
Just a little bit. Another line that I liked in here when he said, caution never crossing my mind. She's calling crying. Me, I'm more concerned why she ain't falling in line. Damn. Cold-blooded.
Yep.
Like, he's doing girls girls dirty, playing him being a typical player, and she's calling him crying, probably stressing over, why he's not home or whatever he's doing, running the streets. Yeah.
And then
he's like crying, like you should be falling in line. Why are you calling my phone crying, right?
But then he said I was bugging though.
But he said I was bugging.
Yeah, because you just totally dismissed and missed the point of what was going on.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, why aren't you falling in line? You're supposed to be acting a certain way. You know,
Exactly.
I thought that was a great mature line. You know what I'm saying? Very mature standpoint. You know?
And then going back to the top to kind of when we're talking about the whole song being full circle, him and Nas are reflecting on their wild past, right? Being dudes, being players in the street. That's kind of, it seems to be the theme of the song. He said, dialogue, superb, flash calls on the curb. Word, when I evolved, a higher God emerged.
Yeah.
You know, reserved or more subtle, come from the stress and the struggle. So he's saying, he started the verse off by saying he's evolved now, but then he went into reflecting on how he was young and wild in the streets and how he was sort of a womanizer, so to speak, right? So I love just them both coming full circle. They're grown men.
Yes,
You're no
sir.
longer a kid anymore, and you have to realize your wrongs, right? So AZ crushed that verse, though, man.
sir.
Might be the verse, of the song so far. I'm gonna keep it real. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to AZ.
Reflecting no first impressions. What she expecting? Why when men don't follow directions? It's deception.
I was intrigued by fine women. I realized some were drop dead gorgeous, living a lie. Oblivious to beauty inside truly defines. Will you walk with me or are you there for the ride? For better or worse, every blessing and curse. Understand exotic sands come after the dirt. I was dealing since adolescent, thinking my girl was my possession.
Yeah, he preaching though. He preaching. What would you say that AZ's verse was the best so far?
Yeah, but
I don't know.
But you gotta understand, though, AZ's flow is like butter too.
Yeah, it is.
And Nas's flow.
Dude, I'm enjoying the whole song.
Yeah, the whole song's great, but the way that Cormega started that off, that was hard.
He said, I was intrigued by fine women. I realized that some was drop dead gorgeous, living a lie.
Instagram. Instagram, TikTok.
Then he said, oblivious to beauty inside truly defines will you walk with me or are you there for the ride? Are you going to be there with me during the tough times, you know? Because I think everyone can attest to, you know, when things is all great and you're making money and you're on high on life and you're, you know, you've made it to the mountaintop, so to speak. Everybody wants to be there then, you know what I'm saying? But will you be there? Well, can you stay in the rain? I love that line because, again, it shows maturity.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? It shows, like, hey, that this wasn't by accident, you know? And it shows your full circle of growth. You know,
Absolutely.
I love that, dude.
That's a great line, man. Grown men shit. Grown men rap.
It's deception.
I was intrigued by fine women. I realized some were drop dead gorgeous, living a lie. Oblivious to beauty inside truly defines. Will you walk with me or are you there for the ride? For better or worse, every blessing and curse. Understand exotic sands come after the dirt. I was dealing since adolescent, thinking my girl was my possession. I stand corrected. It takes understanding and affection. Time is money. I need growth for my investment. I don't like attention unless it's a woman with majestic grace like an empress in essence. Let's just chill, catch vibes in the grill, celebrating. Many of us never made it. Whatever brings you down won't elevate you. Like a real one beside you is very gracious.
Down the top five, nigga, dead or
You're
alive.
saying whatever brings you down won't elevate you.
Yep.
You know what I mean? To play on down versus up, but that's true.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Can't
Like,
focus on that.
For better or worse, every blessing and curse, understand exotic sands come after the dirt. Very well said.
Yeah, dude.
The dirt meaning, you know, he could be
The grind.
the grind, right? The hard times.
Yep.
You know, so who's gonna be there standing by you through the hard times until you get to the exotic sands, the vacations in motherfucking what is it, the Maldives?
Yeah,
or
whatever.
That shit is,
Yeah,
you know?
Turks and
wherever
Caicos or
Floyd
whatever
goes,
fuck
wherever
yeah.
Floyd goes on vacation.
I was dealing since an adolescent, thinking my girl was my possession. I stand corrected. It takes understanding and affection. Time is money. I need growth on my investment.
That was a great line.
I think that's dope, man, because it shows that, again, painting that picture of full circle, right? Thinking, number one, he used to deal drugs. So that's number one sense of, so he grew up in a lifestyle of dysfunction, that he thought that that was the right way of making money. And then on top of that, his girl, he treated her like she was
His property.
Yeah, a property. You know what I'm saying? Something that he could control as well. And he stands corrected as a man now. He's all, but time is money. You know, I need the growth from my investment. I love that. Like over time, he's invested himself in growth. I think that's beautiful, man. Beautiful writing. It's not just don't get me wrong, guys. I mean, I know sometimes we get on our shit about, you know, conscious rapping and rapping for to grow our minds and kind of like further the culture. But I still like that hood shit too, because there's depth in that too as well. But I really love the maturity. That I keep saying that because I just love to see.
Love seeing it, especially when you come
circle.
from this era. You know, especially when you grew up in this era, and you not only were you listening to these guys when they were coming up, when they were young and just talking about street shit and their experiences, right?
And we thought that was the right way to do it too.
Yeah,
Because that's all you saw.
We were in the mix. You know what I'm saying? We were in the mix, you know, adopting these same ignorant ideologies on a man's role and a woman's role. And then you grow up as a man and realize, even he said it here. He said it takes understanding and affection. You know what I mean? And then he went into the time is money I need growth for my investment, right? These are all traits that he sort of developed over time, you know, through experience. And that, again, that's just what you want from these guys. So they're bringing it all full circle, man. All right, let's get the Fox Boogie, though.
Yeah, man.
Celebrating, many of us never made it. Whatever brings you down won't elevate you. Like a real one beside you.
1 second.
Yeah.
I do have to say one thing though. I've always struggled a little bit with Cormega's flow. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I can hear it. Yeah, I
I've
can hear it.
always struggled with the da 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 da. He always felt like he was always trying to catch the beat.
Struggling
Struggling to ride the beat.
Yep.
I've always said that about Cormega, even though I like Cormega, and there's plenty of joints on my playlist from Cormega. I've always said that about his flow, so I have to keep it real. You know, but that's the only. If I want to nitpick it, great verse from Cormega, but I want to be nitpicky.
Yeah.
All right, let's get back to Fox.
Very
You
gracious.
not a top 5, nigga dead or alive. Nigga a bitch, firm mafiosa shit. Ayo Esco, name a bitch fucking with me. Did a bullet, came home, Brooklyn gave me the key. No cap though, facts though, nigga that's really rap though. Like really though, my nigga she really back though. Like really though, my nigga she really rap though. In my low ski, low shit nigga. Got my woo skis low kid nigga. Calm nigga, song loafers on my posters. Firm La
You
Familia.
know, shout out to Fox, but
Yeah, she
you know
just
what I'm saying?
going-
Shout out to Fox, but you know what like really kind of annoys me about rappers sometimes is when they rap about how well they can rap instead of just showing you like, but through actual like wording why they can rap. That bothers me.
I'm the
sometimes.
GOAT,
Like yo,
son.
I'm nice, man.
I'm the GOAT, son.
Yo, I'm the GOAT. I'm this and that. Okay, show me in how you write your material that you're the GOAT. So you know.
Like she really rapped though, my nigga. She really
rapped though.
Yeah.
Like, all right, well, you know, in the past though, so she can get away with it because Foxy's gotten busy in the past. You know what I mean?
yeah. But I love the way she
Even with
sounds.
even
though.
with the ghostwriters, I'm gonna give Foxy. I'm gonna give her a pass. Shout out to Fox.
I love her delivery though, and the way she's able, her command of the microphone.
Yes.
Though.
Let's bring it back a little bit though.
Calm nigga, song loafers on my posters. Firm La Familia. First lady, nigga Bonnie for real. Pussy power like Tasha, push Tommy to kill. Black Sheba, Philip Klein on the sneaker. Low in the 2-seater. Bitch, I spit ether. I'm saying my salams, what up? Got my 3 guards with me, so ladies, keep it a buck. La Familia.
Life, everything comes back around. Full circle. What up, hit boy? One of my favorites. Yeah.
We seeing Dre on the outro here, huh? That makes sense. To have Dr. Dre, right? Produced the Firm album, right? You know, sort of the architect, one of the architects of bringing the Firm together.
That's dope though.
You know what I'm saying? So full circle.
Yeah,
man. Dre's coming back around to meet up with these guys as they've matured. And,
Yeah, dude.
You know, so it's cool. It's cool that they included Dre on there, man.
That's dope.
But they should at least shout it out Nature though. Give Nature a shout out, bro. Did Nature announce or somebody like? Did they fall out?
I don't know. They must have. You would think.
I'm
because you
curious.
think they would have said something.
Hopefully Nature's still alive. Shit. All right, let's finish it up.
What up, hit boy? One of my favorites. Yeah. You know what the fuck this is? King shit, firm biz. Master this, no alternative. Classic shit, that's affirmative. Got me out here on my first degree murder shit. Stretch marks from this art gave birth to this. And I stand by every word of this. Malcolm X with a check, close curtains, bitch. Yeah.
With a check. Yeah, go ahead, Dre.
Stretch marks from this art. I gave
Birth to this. He sure did though. You know what I'm saying?
It was hard.
Dre is solidified, so he can say that. You know.
Beyond. I just want to touch on that AZ line up there though when he said any kisses on the lips was forbidden. You know how many people I knew like that though? No, I don't kiss girls, man. All that kissing shit, that's too man. No, because that's showing them that you love them.
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
Nah, man, it's too
So
intimate.
ridiculous.
No,
So
man,
ridiculous.
But she could go there, though. She could do that though. But I think that really exemplifies what he was saying though. Yeah. Like you can't even kiss a woman. Like you were at that point where you were doing them so dirty that kissing them was forbidden.
Yeah, that's crazy, dude.
You know, that's just what it was though, man. So shout out to all these guys, man. Just to sum it up, man. I thought this was a great song. I honestly don't know if they could have, minus Foxy. I don't know if they could have did it better than this. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, that was a win. I like that a lot. That's
that was
playlist
dope.
for me.
I'm banging that
I'm
one.
gonna bang that one. You know, I'm gonna have to check out the whole album
They
though.
said the album's fire.
Yeah?
That's what I'm
Okay.
hearing. I'm hearing that the album is fire. So I'm like, okay. And I, quite frankly, based off of the energy that was on the, I guess, in reference to the Ye album and even the Lost Tapes too, the second Lost Tapes joint. The energy on this feels like this is a good album. So I'm gonna check it out ASAP. That's it. I'm doing that like tonight.
Yeah,
I'm
dude.
checking this joint out. So Nas, AZ, Cormega. So they all did their thing, man.
Yeah.
And I think that this, you know, I just realized like when it made me reflect on how I've come full circle in my life with a lot of things. Even specifically in this, it seemed like the overall theme was just women. You know what I mean? And just how you thought of women, how you perceive women, how you dealt with women, and how you sort of mature. And then you just see it. And it's just like AZ said, man, the shit was silly. And you grow up. And that's what it's about, man. You can't, you know, it should be about evolving. And I just love this. I just love seeing their evolution, just as men.
Yeah, I hear you, man. I enjoyed it too, dude. I thought the beat was hot. I thought everybody had their due shine. I think Nas did a great job managing that too, because I think we all know Nas could have really, really went ham, you know, but I felt like it was still in line of painting the picture of coming full circle, right?
Yeah.
And I loved everyone's verse. I wasn't in love with Foxy Brown's verse, to be honest with you, but I just love her style of the way she approaches the mic, her command of the microphone, and how she could just rock it. She had a couple lines in there. I like that power line, pussy power, push like Tasha, push Tommy to kill, right? Power, that's too. Yeah, that's a mean pussy. That's about to say.
That's the whoppy wop. That's the whopper.
And just to touch on this real quick, man, the name of the album, King's Disease, I think that what's really intriguing to me about this is I can kind of dig into this album now with that in retrospect, right? With thinking that, okay, King's Disease, King's Disease is kind of like the rich man's disease and overabundance of alcohol and food and stuff like that. And I that's the definition that I know with King's Disease. But I think where he's going is a little bit more personal to him. I think it's more like, hey, I know I'm a king. I know I'm destined for great things, and I've done it. But along the way, the disease of being a king, what also makes me great also makes me bad. Yeah. So I feel like that's kind of like the theme of this whole album. So which is really incredible to me, and I'm excited to kind of dig into it. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. To truly fulfill that potential of being a true king, I think there may be things that are holding us back.
Sir.
The ideology of being that pimp mentality.
Yep.
I'm sure Nas is talking about a lot of different things to sort of hopefully cure that. It says he's got a song called The Cure.
Yep.
So I don't know if that means, if I'm on the right track, let me know, to cure these sort of things holding us back.
Yeah, dude.
To, allow us to fulfill our potential, man. But love this joint.
Yeah,
and,
man.
Let us know how the album is, guys. Let us know what you thought of the video. If you enjoyed it, please hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And also, guys, I'm George. That's Ryan, Las Vegas.
We out.
We out.